Let's turn to Chuck Todd. He's moderator of Meet the Press, NBC's political director as well. Chuck, good morning. Let's get to the substance of this issue, aside from the back and forth that we just heard about. This goes to the president's somewhat controversial stance not to use the words Islamic terrorism or Islamic extremism. What's his argument for that, and what are opponents saying? Because there's a real substantive issue here.
There is. Look, the president believes, and he said it a couple of times this week at this summit on violent extremism, he believes if you call it Islamic extremism, that it plays into ISIS's hands, that what ISIS wants to do is say that the West and America have declared war on Islam and that this will help them recruit, this will help them create sort of a holy war, which is what ISIS wants. Now, the president's critics are saying, not as inelegantly as Rudy Giuliani, but they're essentially saying that, hey, you got to call this what it is. This is a radical strain of Islam. And if you don't call it that, then you're not putting the pressure on supposed moderate leaders, Muslim leaders, to essentially weed out this extremism on their end. Of course, all of this, we're having what has turned into sort of a cable news fight and a cable news type debate. All of this, they're not dealing with the two bigger issues here, right? Which is what are some of these allies who aren't very much into freedoms, who have actually over the years quietly had people feed and fund some of these terrorist groups. Think about those Gulf states, or the fact that Western Europe has ghettoized Muslims in a way that the United States hasn't. So we're having this bizarre fight on the sidelines, and we're actually not confronting the two reasons why you could argue ISIS has risen.
Yeah, there's a lot here, a lot to unpack. Chuck Todd, I know you'll do that on Sunday on Meet the Press. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.